Hello friends, today we'll study about reproduction in plants. So let's begin with some of the basic terms. Reproduction, the process by which new plants are grown from the parent plant is known as reproduction. For example, mango trees can be grown from mango seeds. Germination, the process of producing new plants from the seeds. When seeds get enough water, air and warmth is called germination. Tuberous roots, roots of some plants not only store food in them but also produce new plants. Such roots are known as tuberous roots. For example, carrot and turnip. Seed coat. It is the external covering of a seed. It protects seed inside. Its color vary from plant to plant. Spores. These are the tiny seed-like structures present in ferns, mushrooms and molds, which develops into new plants. Dispersal of seeds. The process of spreading seeds to different places for proper growth and development of plants is known as dispersal of seeds. Agriculture, the practice of growing crops on large scale for food or any other purpose is known as agriculture. Crops, same kind of plants grown in a particular region at a particular time is known as crops. Insecticides, chemicals sprayed on crops to protect them from insect pest is known as insecticides. Fungicides, chemicals sprayed on crops to kill disease-causing microbes is known as fungicides. Now, let's study about the types of reproduction. Reproduction from spores, reproduction from stem, which includes stem cutting, runner, layering, reproduction from leaves, reproduction from roots. Reproduction from spores. Spores are tiny seed-like structures capable of developing into new individual. Plants that reproduce by spores are ferns, mosses, mushroom and molds. Reproduction from stem. Some of the plants like onion, ginger and potato can be grown underground. Ginger and potato are grown from buds on the stem. Onion are bulb-shaped underground stem from which new plants grows. Stem cutting. Some plants reproduce with their vegetative parts like stem by taking a cutting from stem and planting in the soil. For example, rose, bougainvillea, cactus, sugarcane, etc. Runners. Long stems along with buds grows over soil surface is known as runners. These buds further develop into new plants. Example, strawberry. Layering. In this method, the lower branch of stem bent and part of it buried under the soil, whereas the growing tip remains above the soil surface. The example of layering is jasmine. Reproduction from leaves. In some plants, The buds are grown along the edges of leaves. New plant grows from these buds and gets separated from the parent plant. Example, Bryophyllum and Begonia. Reproduction from roots. Roots of some plants store food as well as produce new plants. These roots are known as tuberous roots. For example, sweet potato, radish and turnip grows by reproduction from roots. Let's understand germination of seeds. The process of producing new plants from the seeds. When seeds get enough water, air and warmth is called germination. In this diagram, various stages of seed germination is shown. Let's study about the different parts of seeds and their function. All seeds have following parts. Seed coat. It is the external covering which protects the seed. Its color may vary from plant to plant. Scar. It is a spot where seed is attached to plants. Also, there is a small hole on top of it which helps seed to absorb water. Seed leaves, also known as cotyledons. They store food for baby plant. Baby plant is present in cotyledons and develops into new plant. Now these seeds need to be dispersed from one place to other for their proper growth. So let's study about the dispersal of seeds. The process of spreading of seeds to different places is known as dispersal of seeds. Agents of dispersal: wind, water, animals, explosion. These are the various agents of dispersal. Dispersal by wind. Seeds dispersed by wind have wings or tufts of hair on them. Example, madar, hiptage, dandelion, etc. are dispersed by wind. Dispersal by water. Some seeds are dispersed by water. For example, coconut, lotus. Dispersal by animals. Some seeds have hooks or spines that stick to the body of animal. Human beings and animals eat certain fruits and throw away the seeds. Dispersal by explosion. Some of fruits explode on drying. The force of explosion disperses their seeds. For example, pea, poppy, honesty seeds, etc. disperse by explosion. Now let's understand about agriculture and how the various crops are grown. The practice of growing crops on large scale for food or other purposes is termed as agriculture. Various crops. Vegetables. Paddy is grown in wet and clay soil. Wheat, is grown in well-drained soil in temperate regions, cotton in black lava soil, jute light alluvial soil in hot and wet climate, tea and coffee in hilly slopes. So let's understand how to enhance the yield of crop, or what are the measures to be taken to increase the yield of a crop. Prepare the soil properly. Always use healthy and ripe seeds. Add manure or fertilizers as urea, ammonium sulfate, etc. Irrigate the soil well. Crop protection. Crop protection is very important to get the high yield of a crop. Proper care must be taken to save the crop from any damage caused due to insects like grasshoppers, locusts, caterpillars, etc. Diseases, grazing animals like cows, goats. So let's understand about the various measures that can be taken to protect the crop from any kind of damage. Measures can be taken are: insecticides and pesticides can be used to protect the crop from pests. Fungicides can be used to kill microbes which can cause disease to the crop. Always store grains in waterproof, insect-proof, airtight and sealed containers. Proper fencing must be done to protect crop from grazing animals. Scarecrows can be used to protect from birds. Friends, I hope you understand the lesson very well. Thank you.